Good.
Good morning, everybody. How are we? After that wake-up call, I actually feel really proud of being in front of you here today because while you were doing that game outside, somebody actually came up to me and asked me where to go. Really simple, isn't it? Lots of people get lost around campus, but now they won't be able to get lost because you are going to be able to tell them lots of great things about Monash. And that's why Team Monash is actually really proud to be part of the link with MSA because 10 years or so ago, Team Monash was formed. And it was actually about other people in Monash helping other people to do something that they wouldn't normally do if they were on their own. And you are now the spirit of all of that. So thank you very much for being part of that and being part of something special because Monash is really special. I think most of you would feel that way. And if nothing else from today, I'd like you to take away that special feeling. I'd also like you to take away, a little later on, a set of Team Monash sunglasses, because as you are going around the campus, you are going to need to make sure that you stay safe. So you can have the first one. There you go. The only penance for that is you actually have to wear them inside now. Thank you. Alright, Team Monash. Thanks for being part of it. It actually goes now across 4 key areas. It's actually about being part of something and participating. How many of you have actually know of Team Monash outside of today? Oh, that's better than yesterday. Great, thank you. So you know that we do lots of things to get the university community connected together. That's as simple as that. But now also what's happening is the very important thing, and that's why I'm wearing this t-shirt today, is volunteering is actually about helping other people, and that's what you're doing. So you are part of the support crew. Yes? Just say yes, Martin, and then I'll know you're still going. Thank you very much, that's good. Okay. And it's also about doing something really important, which is leading the rest of the university students forwards. And that's good. So that's also what we're about. And also, when you go out in and around Monash and out into the community, and I know many of you also do, you're actually representing Monash, and so therefore, a bit of Team Monash in here, it's really important. So you're in the blue, and obviously when we go and we've got some activities where we play against and enter against the University of Melbourne. They're in a different blue, we don't know. Okay. So, in terms of the leadership opportunities, you might be asked, what does Team Monash do when it comes to leadership? They're all up there. They're actually all on the website, which is down here. They're not actually on the sunglasses, but if you Google Team Monash, that's you'll get to it eventually. And that's actually all about a whole range of different things. So, for instance, we have many clubs. And I don't have a club brochure, but together with MSA, we have all the club brochures in one easy package, either on the web or actually in a package. So if in doubt, that's the place to go to for all of the clubs as well. And that comes into participation a little bit later. But also there's a lot more about being part of a club. It's also about being a leader in a club. And there are lots of different activities that help people, again, look after other people in the clubs and make sure they run well. There's also the mentoring factor. So, for instance, next year when this program is a raging success, we may well ask some of you, in fact, we will be asking some of you, to help out the first years in terms of helping them. And that's part of a mentoring program. That's a really important part of what Monash is all about, which is actually, again, Monash people helping other Monash people to fulfill their potential. And that's an important component. Host year, leadership. You are showing real leadership in your community. And again, I thank you for that because this is certainly an Australian first, if not a world first, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. We'll call it a world first. Okay. And also a leadership program with PricewaterhouseCoopers. Now this is something that we're rolling out and something that Michael's heavily involved with. What we normally do is to send a team of 600 Monash students away to fight against every other university on the sporting field. However, we used to send a lot of staff, but we thought it was much easier if we had students looking after students. PricewaterhouseCoopers came in with a program and they find it exhilarating to work with students and from there being able to share all of the things that they wish to have in a company. So again, that's something that they're looking for talented students to actually undertake things like, what is your personal brand? So I wasn't asking you a question. It was actually, what is your personal brand? How does that brand relate to your organisation? Now, you actually have now a personal brand. You are, with your brand, typifying what the Monash brand is all about. By sharing what you do, that's a really important component. And again, that's what organisations outside of Monash are looking for, and that's part of our leadership sort of element. And again, many, many interns, you'll find that onto the various careers, employment and Team Monash websites. Perhaps I'll go that way. Okay, now it's also important to have lots of different activities. So some of you, yes, have been involved in some of the Team Monash activities. Good, yeah, see some nods, that's great. A lot of it was about sport in the past, but now it's about doing stuff together. So for instance, whilst we still do lots of events, we have coming up in the not too distant future, the Mother's Day Classic. So the Mother's Day Classic is an amazing event where many thousands of people raise great funds for charity and have a lot of fun doing it. Team Monash, in terms of Monash University, has been the largest university team, in fact the largest team, full stop, in Australia, participating in this event for now coming up to 11 years. So that's a great sense of pride for being that, but it's also about a sense of doing that together. So those are some of the things we do. You will get asked, because we will be giving you the information, Monash is going to attempt a world record this year, a Guinness World Record. Anybody sort of seen world records attempted before? Anybody been in a world record before? You are a great person to know, because I've never done a world record before. So we're all trying something new, but it's actually about trying to really have something together. So towards either the end of May, I hope, we're going to be attempting a world record, and we're going to be relying on you to answer questions from people to say, where is the world record being held and what is it? But also to help encourage other people to participate. We're looking at 1,000 students together doing something really world record-ish. That's not sport, but it's actually about people coming together with that spirit of Monash that we know we can do together. Because Monash has never actually done it before. Wow. We're also doing things like creating experiences for people to do that they wouldn't normally be able to do if they were on their own. Now, many people can go to the AFL and watch a game of football, but you will never be able to go with about 500 to 1,000 of your fellow students after having understood the game, rules of the game, and being part of that. You will be able to go to the zoo, but you will never be able to get a behind-the-scenes tour or a scavenger hunt around Parkville on your own. As part of the Monash community, those are some of the things that we put together. And again, that's part of what the leadership crew do, in terms of people like yourselves, and the support crew then helps other people get around the zoo or get to the AFL or a whole range of different things like that. Any questions so far? I haven't scared you. Very exciting. You see, I'm excited. Look, it's really important that we also recognise that we also have a number of students who are very, not just good at what they do, we're all good at what they do, but sometimes they represent the university in doing stuff. So for instance, we actually have, like I say, 600 of your colleagues go to the Australian University Games every year and represent Monash at the Games. And we've done very well. We actually have one Olympian in Sochi at the moment. Anna Siegel, who is a world champion athlete, 2011 world champion skier. So you might actually get questions along those sorts of lines. How can I represent my university? So we have a Formula Ford group who get together and race a motor car on behalf of the university. We have a great debating team. We are the world champions in debating. That's a sense of pride, and we often don't share that information with our fellow students. And that's really important because it's actually about that sense of pride. You've seen in America, the NCAA, the college system, where there's a lot of vibe. We don't have that in Australia. This is probably the next best thing, and it's actually about trying to get people enthused to do stuff together. So you might get questions about this. How can I represent my university? And I think probably the easiest question is, have go to the Team Monash website where there will be lots of different opportunities. We also have an alliance with Warwick, and again, that's a representation thing. I think yesterday there might have been some information on that. Again, this is a manifestation of actually doing something against each other and together. So we have lots of different things around that. And again, it comes under that Team Monash light. So, support crew. You're already part of the support crew in many ways. You'll have the orange shirts on. At another time, you might decide to pull on a blue shirt like me and be a member of the support crew for an event. Again, that's really important to share your passion, and there are lots of opportunities to do that. It's great to give. I think Helen yesterday, in her kindness session, was actually saying things around the way in which you contribute to your community. You're already doing that by putting your hands up to be part of the host here now. But also, if you have another passion to share and help, there are lots of opportunities again through the Team Monash website and the MSA website, and volunteering as well. I think eventually they might all flow together, which would be really cool. But also now we're also connecting in with local communities who are saying, we'd love to have Monash students help us. So for instance, there are lots of communities where English is not a first language. We have lots of students here at Monash who have a lot of different languages who can share that. That's really important because you are then making a real contribution to your community. I'll go back to the zoo. When we went to the zoo, it was actually about people going to the zoo and looking at the meerkats or the lemurs and doing it as a group. But we also found out that the zoo don't have young people who can speak more than 2 languages. So therefore the guide factor, all those things. So there are opportunities arising like that all the time. And it's a great way to know your local area and to meet with the community. The last thing that I would like to leave with you today, whatever you do, join Team Monash. Be part of the team. You're in already, just got to work out what part you're in. Because you don't just come to university, you're a part of university. You're already doing that, but hopefully when you have lots of questions and people come to you, you can embody with them the rest of your student colleagues the fact that it's a great place to be. So once you join Monash, you're already part of the team. Thank you very much for